Pollution is bad, and you are or will be affected. Yep, it affects you. So listen up. Let's start with some facts. Number 1, this is Bob. I'll be using him for examples throughout this video. Don't worry, he doesn't feel pain. Number 2, pollution kills over 100 million people every year, and that's not including animals or vegetation. Fact number 3. Fact number 2 is a problem. Okay, so obviously pollution is the issue, but this video is on agricultural pollution. Now, why is it important? Because the way pollution is going, we are only going to end up polluting more. This is bad. Look, there already is a diminishing generation of young farmers. Add pollution to that, and what do you think is going to happen to our future? World destruction. Okay, maybe not world destruction. More like galaxy destruction. Here's what's happening. Farmers don't like bugs. They eat their crops. To get rid of them, they use pesticides. Tons and tons of pesticides. This kills the horrific ants. But this is where the problem starts. The pesticides seep into the ground and goes back into the crops. But it also gets into the ground itself. What does this do? The pesticides start harming the plants, but it harms the ground too. You still wondering why this matters? Listen. If the pesticides ruining the ground and the crops aren't bad enough, then check this out. The pesticides in the ground drain into nearby water sources. Bad. Now there's a whole bunch of bad stuff that comes from this, but we're going back to the farms. Now, the contaminated water is what the farm animals drink. This is how the animals get diseases, get sick, and die. Bad for farms, bad for us. And it doesn't end there, because animals poop. And farmers think it's a great idea to use it as fertilizer. Except, since the cow drank polluted water, its poop is also polluted, which means that the farmer is polluting his ground even further, thus making a consistent pollution cycle. Farmer uses pesticides that get in his crops and the ground, in which the pollution gets into the water, in which the animals drink and eat water and the crops, in which the farmer eats the animal as well as use their poop for fertilizer. This is bad. The farmer's crops and animals are our food supply, which means that with the rising pollution, the number of animals and crops are on a constant decrease on top of the decreasing generation of farmers. No cows equal no beef, no cheese, no milk. No crops equals no salad, no rice, no bread, no cinnamon rolls. If there is no meat, bread, cheese, and tomatoes, then there will be no pizza. And what happens when pizza ceases to exist? Lots of things. For example, Pizza Hut will no longer be Pizza Hut. They are now The Hut. Realistically speaking, this won't happen. Yet. But you get the idea. If this issue isn't addressed, it not only affects farmers, but everyone else who are dependent on them as well. So what do people think about this? Basically, there are 3 different perspectives. The smart farmers, the selfish farmers, and the idiots. Okay, not all idiots are idiots. Smart farmers are the farmers who don't abuse pesticides and grow crops responsibly and only use pesticides only if they absolutely have to. The selfish farmers are farmers who abuse the use of pesticides to grow crops that aren't meant to be grown yet and use pesticides because they can make more money off of better and fresher crops, so they can make lots of money. The idiots are the people who try to tell the farmers what to do without knowing what they're talking about. So how do we solve this issue? Well, we get rid of the idiots first. This is where the nukes come in. This is necessary for the environmental safety. Seriously though, To solve this issue, we need to take action. And as in action, I mean encourage the good farmers, educate the selfish farmers, and pray for the idiots. The smart farmers see pesticides as unnecessary chemicals that harm their work. The selfish farmers see the chemicals as a way to make money. And the idiots just want to look like they're contributing to this whole thing by saying gibberish in a language that doesn't exist. Basically, we need to help farmers and the general public realize the actual dangers of agricultural pollution, like this video. But we need to also probe them to take action on it, whether they become a farmer, or whether they start an organization, or whether they send letters to the president, and so on. This is the solution. Oh, and I almost forgot. This is actually an assignment, and I need to cover all the points. Federal, state, and local governments are all responsible for this issue. A current law on this issue is that the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, is responsible for monitoring pesticide use. You can send letters to this president as well as your representatives to take action. You could also join the Pesticide Action Network, an online group that fights pesticide use. Or you could just become a smart farmer. Whew, done. Okay, so the moral of the video is that agricultural pollution caused by pesticides is bad, and we need to fix it. This content may not be used, shared, or recorded in any shape or form. Violation of this will result in restarting your whole entire education and possible death. Refusal to agree to these terms will result in having to take standardized tests blindfolded for the rest of your life until you pass with a perfect score. I would like to thank Bob for his amazing cooperation in this video, and also for Darth Vader for making a small appearance in my video. Keep in mind that there are more types of perspectives and farmers than the smart farmers, the selfish farmers, and the idiots. However, for the purpose of this video, these three perspectives were the ones emphasized. I'm not a certified agricultural expert, and I put this video together with research I did over a few days. However, things I have addressed in this video are common problems in the agricultural community that need to be fixed. Thank you for watching, and please take action on this issue. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, too bad, because I don't want to hear it.